Once upon a time there was a magical toucan that flew over a jungle so big that it seemed to have no end. Tired of flying over the same jungle, the toucan decided that he wanted to realize his dream as a child. He would travel to the land of flying flowers. The magic toucan took flight to his dream place. On the way, he liked to imagine what the places would be like. Would there be flowers with wings? Would there be other toucans? He would like to be able to make a lot of friends when he arrived. When he arrived, he started to walk around the place. He decided, therefore, not to fly since he had flown all the way alone and wanted to see the flowers up close. While he was walking along the path where beautiful flying flowers grew, he saw a few meters away a lynx that spoke to himself. What's strange to this toucan? Even this, he found that the attitude of this lynx was so different, so he decided to get close. He approached him silently and careful not to interrupt the conversation he was having with himself. The flowers are very pretty, but I don't like to walk on them, the lynx said to himself. Good afternoon. I see that you are one of those who enjoys an interesting conversation, said the toucan, smiling. Good afternoon, replied the talking lynx. I'm glad to be able to talk to someone. The other animals have problems with my way of speaking a lot. I keep saying the lynx. Kid, I'm not talking a lot, but I also like to enjoy a good conversation and such nice animals also that I can find from time to time on my path of walk, replied the toucan, inviting him to walk with him. There are days when I feel very lonely. I would like to have more friends to chat with, the talking lynx commented to the toucan. I can make you a friend, but my magic is not still well fleeted, the toucan said thoughtfully. You really can do it. I would like a friend who talks as much as I do to be able to talk all day about many things that I have in my mind, said the lynx very excited. Winged friend, come to my side. I want a good talker to appear immediately, said the toucan with magic words just to make the dream of the lynx real. Suddenly, from where a flower grew, a strange figure rose, with large wings and a large beak. When it was possible to see beyond the brightness, a yellow dog with a frown was present. Both friends looked at the dog, waiting for him to say, whatever, just something. How much are you looking? Said the dog finally. You are our new friend, I believe you, said the toucan. We will have many adventures together, said the talking lynx, pointing the way to follow so that they will begin to walk one more time. I don't like walking, I don't like the land, I don't like this climate, and I'm hungry also, the dog complained all the way. I told you that my magic had problems. I asked for a happy dog and I got an angry dog, said the magic toucan. It does not matter. As long as I can speak and listen, I'm satisfied. It does not matter if he only knows how to complain about things. At the end, I didn't have any friend before, so. Although the lynx had wanted a new friendly friend, he liked not being alone anymore. Elsewhere, he wanted to eat with his friend, sing, chatting with everyone, and have thousands of adventures. As the three new friends made their way through the forest, they saw flying flowers, large trees, and many animals also. At the end of the forest, you could see a small lake. You could see also that the water was so clear that you could see through the water into the bottom. The friends could not resist to run to the lake, avoiding stones, trees, and flying flowers, thus getting inside and enjoying so much softness. inside the lake. Finally, something that I like, exclaimed the duck. The water is so warm, continued the toucan. I already needed a bath. Can't believe it, said the lynx. An hour passed when the friends began to feel hungry. Although they had no brought food, they came out of the water to see if any of the large trees could have any fruit. Can't food appear like you made the dog also to appear? Asked the lynx to the toucan. I already told you that my magic is not still complete. Instead of food apparently, maybe I could make rocks to come here right now, said the toucan with humor. That's where I really doubt you can eat rocks. I already told you that my magic is like this. When we came here, I managed to see a couple of squirrels who were having a picnic, said the dog. Maybe they want to give us something to eat. Thus, we just need to talk to these squirrels, get close and see what happens. Come on, maybe you're right, said the toucan, starting to walk. Arriving at the place where the sweet squirrels were on their picnic, they approached, being careful not to disturb and interrupt something important about this. The squirrels certainly were very concentrated thanking the picnic, but just only the two of them. Excuse me, little squirrels, my friends and I am hungry. Could you be so kind to help us share a little bit of your food with us? I'm sorry, our mother won't let us give you food, said one of the squirrels. Why not? Don't they know that you should share in this forest? The angry dog replied. We don't want to share, said the other little squirrel. Certainly both of them were very synchronized. Okay, friends, let's keep looking to the trees, said the toucan finally, because the squirrel was very opposed to help them. They walked back to the path where the flowers were already beginning to fall to the ground and become buds because the sun was already gone to sleep, but the friends were still hungry. Too sad to all of them. And if we wait for them to get distracted and have some of their food, he asked his friends to the duck. I don't think this is a good idea, said the talking lynx, looking to the toucan, hoping that we would support what he thought. It will be a great adventure if we finally decide to, said the toucan. They were all hungry finally, so they had to do something at the time. Behind the bushes, they started waiting and watching the squirrels just to wait for the perfect time the magic toucan could make a little of magic and try to take some of the food they had. At the distance, they watched a cake, so they decided to go exactly into this food. Levitate cake, the toucan whispered as the cake began to float on the air and to approach where the three friends were. The moment was perfect, the magic was working well, it was unbelievable, honestly, and the squirrels did not notice. But the squirrels were not so full, so they finally watched that the cake was floating on the air. That's ours, screamed the squirrels. So they went to chase the cake floating. Their friends took the cake and began to run until they managed to hide near the lake where they were unable to be found. That was fun. They finally started smiling with the cake in their hands. The lynx, who was wishing he could do something similar to at least make appear something that maybe could complement what they had with the cake. The lynx was not only a talking animal, but could also make his thought come true. The dog was not far behind, so he decided to try also to think about a special food that they could desire in this moment. Surprisingly, some of the food that they started desiring came to them, and they finally managed to enjoy the food that they accumulate suddenly in this magic time that they were hungry. But they could resolve the situation and eat much more than they thought they could eat.